Hello humans and dinosaurs, this is Lopho and today we're back for another unboxing of more dinosaur box loot crates. Yes! So today we got some really cool mechanic dinosaurs and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start opening up the box. And yeah, I'm gonna see what's inside because I got them for pretty cheap. I mean they weren't that expensive comparably to what they originally costed. So yeah, I'm really excited, so let's get them opened.
A few minutes later.
Stuff in here, so let's see. First, these are Zoids, which are not Zords, like that's the Power Ranger term for dinosaurs. Zoids, which are a type of mechanic dinosaur, which are absolutely gigantic. So, this is the Zoid Dimetrodon. So, you guys maybe, I know that there are people out there that love Zoids on my channel, because I actually posted a picture about, of Full Metal Monsters. I actually edited so that it could actually fit onto a vertical phone screen, and I actually uploaded to my channel because I had no idea what to do with the photo. So, and a guy told me that they kind of look like Zoids, so that which means that he probably knows what Zoids are. So I was like, oh, how do you know? I just ordered a few Zoids. So, anyways, yeah, great minds think alike. So next we have the Unlagia or Unlagia droid or Zoid. It's a small carnivorous dinosaur, so we're gonna put this guy in as well. And next we have the Allosaurus. Yes, personally my favorite, and it's very old. It's more than 10 years old. So this is the Allosaurus Zoid. So. And let's see what else we got. We also got the Mosasaurus Zoid. Okay, nice. And the Mosasaurus Zoid, which is like this. It's small. I mean, it isn't that big because remember, these were released like absolute years ago. Like this Mosasaur was probably released before Jurassic World came out. So yeah, back then huge Mosasauruses weren't a thing. So yeah. And of course, the person was so nice that he actually sent me extra spare parts and the stickers, the decals for the Zoids as well, because like usually like the stickers are very detailed and they look kind of good on Zoids, but when you actually but the dust gathers up on these stickers very quickly and makes them rather hard to clean afterwards. So that's why usually people don't glue stickers on them. So okay, let's see what next. We got the manual books for each of the Zoids. So this is the Dimetrodon Zoid manual. Like the art is excellent because like this is the box art, but I didn't get the boxes because they were so old. So yeah, this is the Zoid instructions book manual for the Dimetrodon. As you can see, like the paper, the ink is very old. I don't know how old this is. I mean, it's at least 10 years old. Like I can clearly say for sure that it's more than 10 years old. So yeah, and we also got some more spare parts. This time it's for the Mosasaurus, the Mosasledge, which is the name of the Zoid. And we have some more spare parts for the Dimetrodon, some rubber parts. Some more spare parts for... No, that's just a bag. And I think that's all we've got. Yeah, I also got some weird fixing up tool which you can use. So, and of course, I also got the manual books for the Allosaur, which is for some weird reason listed as Arosaura. So, I don't know why it's Arosaura. I guess it's because it sounds kind of similar to Allosaurus, but yeah, it's an Allosaurus. It's not an... There's no such thing as an Arosaurus. That's just an Allosaurus. And in Korean, it's also listed as Allosaurus. So yeah, I don't know. They probably got the English pronunciation wrong. So and it might be that this kanji is for Allosaurus. There's no such thing as an Arosaurus. So yeah, and now we got the Unlagia and the Mosasledge. So yeah, these are all very old manuals and very old dinosaurs. So let's take a good look at the Zoids. So like this is my first experience with Zoids, and it has been really pretty fantastic. I love my Zoids. So let's see. Let's start with the smaller ones. So the Allosaurus, and you two can stay over there. So let's start with the Euenlager. So the Euenlager is actually, it kind of didn't look kind of far away from this guy. So the Euenlager is now known to be more of a primitive, like a Euenlagian dinosaur. Yeah, the Euenlager is actually a different type of dinosaur. It's not an ornithomimid. It's not a dromaeosaur. They have their own clade. So yeah, and Euenlager was discovered in Argentina, and it was famous for being feathered. I think remains of feathers have been found. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know much about Euenlager, but I do know that they look rather different than this. I might just put a picture of an actual Euenlager, and you guys can pretty much see the difference between this guy and the actual Euenlager over here. So, yeah. As you guys can see, the real Euenlager has much more slender bodies and stuff. It's feathered, and this guy just looks like a Dawn Raptor. So I don't know why they gave the name Euenlager, but I guess it's for variation of the species. I guess I mean it's a good thing. So yeah, it kind of looks like this. The articulation is actually pretty high. You can actually articulate it a lot. There's lots of points of articulation. And despite it being a really small figure, it's got lots of details, such as all Zoids are made in, except for the new series, which is I think was made in a 1:35 scale, are all made in a 1:72 scale, which means that this guy, although it looks like a raptor and it looks kind of tiny compared to the others, is actually freaking big. Like it's I don't know, it's like as big as a freaking building. So because if you can see up here, there's actually a rider up here. Yes, it's a dude. And yeah, like now you guys can pretty much get a scale of how big this guy actually is. So yeah, it's actually a big ass raptor. It's a hell of a huge raptor. It's a huge raptor. Yeah, it's a huge Roboraptor. So yeah, although it looks tiny, it kind of isn't. So yeah, but personally, I really like its articulation stuff. Yeah, you can make some really cool poses with them. It can like move around. We can move it around with our hands. Their tails and arms move. Guns can also be like shooting and stuff. Yeah, I kind of like its design because of its high levels of articulated. So next we have the Mosa Sledge, which is the Mosasaurus. So the Mosasaurus is kind of weird since, as far as I know, all Zoids are actually meant to be flying or on land. They aren't actually meant for underwater stuff. So I guess that's why what they gave them jetpacks on its back. I guess to make this guy fly. Like I don't know, it really gives off strong Hungry Shark World vibes, but yeah. It's a kind of cool design. I mean, it's like a freaking flying Mosasaurus. And I think they did it similar. The Power Rangers actually did something similar because of the dilemma of they wanted like aquatic animals, but they didn't want to have a water fight. So what they did is, I guess they also put jetpacks on their dinosaur, which is a plesiosaur. So yeah, this is the Power Rangers. Zord, not Zoid. Like these are Zoids, these are Zords. And yeah, as you guys can see, it's got rocket boosters because it can fly. It's supposed to fly because it can't go underwater. So, which is a really creative design, I guess. And Hungry Shark World, I guess, took that as well. So yeah, plesiosaurs with jetpacks seem to be like a common thing in mechanic dinosaurs, I guess. So yeah. The levels of articulation is excellent on the Mosasaurus as well. Like the legs can move, the body can move, and the mouth is adorned with really sharp teeth. Like yeah, they really hurt when you actually snap them together. Yeah, they're like freaking pincers. So again, the Mosasaurus has a rider on top of its back. If you remove it like this, you can see the riders chilling in here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's slightly covered up by the lightning. You might just be able to see its outline. So the Mosasaur also has this weird a chainsaw for its tail. So it doesn't have a gun, but it has a chainsaw. So really cool as well. The next dinosaur is the Allosaurus, and now the Allosaurus I don't know. The art shows the Allosaurus moving like this, like an actual Allosaurus. But the model itself makes it only stand like this. So it's like Mechagodzilla. It really reminds me of Mechagodzilla, which I kind of don't like. I prefer a vertical dinosaur, not this weird standing up Mechagodzilla type. But yeah, if you like hold up its head, there you can also see that there's a rider in here as well. Really nicely done. It's got guns as well on its shoulders, fully articulated. And yes, the best thing about these large Zoids is that they can actually move. So the older ones seem to be more of a wind-up powered, while the newer ones are, I mean, by newer ones, I still mean those released in 2006 were actually battery powered. So yeah. So the Allosaurus can actually move by pulling it up. So we pull this Allosaurus up. I don't know how much I have to pull this guy up. I don't know for sure. But if we let go, come on, move, 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 move. Okay, there we go. Go. Come on, I guess the surface isn't good. I tried it on flat ground and it kind of worked. There we go. Come on. Go. Go. Off with you. See, like, this is how it's supposed to move, so... Yeah, really cool. The mechanics still work, despite it being, like 10 years old. So, yeah, really nice. Yeah, and, yeah. Oh, yeah, plus fact. Yeah, the Allosaurus's claws are flamethrowers, yeah. Plus side. Really awesome. So, yeah. Like, it's a hell of an expensive and detailed wind-up toy, so, yeah. I really like the Allosaurus. It's my favorite. Love the coloring and its orange like eye covering that comes with it. So this is the Dimetrodon, which was the costiest of the bunch since it was actually the largest. So yeah, the Dimetrodon. So the Dimetrodon is actually very. You might think that this guy looks very rusty. It's not actually. It's very clean. But the person which I bought it from actually customized the Dimetrodon to make it look like it's weathered, because I guess that's what collectors do with their figures. They sometimes modify them, so at least they didn't change its parts or anything, but they gave him a rusty like color scheme on its body and head. Like, it isn't just red, it's like darkish red. It has got these mud kind of rain kind of stains on its body, which actually makes it look like 10 times better. So yeah, gotta give him credit. He actually did a really good job. Whoever customized this guy. So I love this guy as well. Like the level of detail on this guy is absolutely crazy. Because this guy is kind of the newer Zoids, while this guy is one of the older Zoids. So yeah, this guy certainly wins in detail. And of course, on its head, there is again a person riding on it. I don't know why they are riding on the animals' heads. Personally, I think the bodies would be more safer, because the heads are the parts that really usually go off first. So yeah, there's a camera on the top of the Dimetrodon for seeing. It's got double laser cannons on its neck region. It's got another sniper rifle on its left shoulder. Another laser firing cannons on its head. Some radio transmissions on its sail. And yeah, and of course, I don't know why, but it also has guns on its tail. Like, guns on tail seem to be a common thing in Zoids as well. So yeah, and the best part about this guy is that it can actually move around with battery power. So that's why I specially prepared you guys with a battery that would fit this guy. So well, it seems like this guy won't bulge. I don't know why. It does not move. It's it doesn't move. I put the battery and yet it doesn't move. Either one, it's lazy, or number two, it's broken. And I'm pretty sure it's number two, but yeah, what a disappointment. I mean, I should have asked the seller anyways whether the mechanic was working in the first place. I guess it was kind of my fault. But on the other hand, the Dimetrodons usually go over $60, and I only got this guy for $28. So yeah, I mean, flaws were meant to happen when you see a very good price. I mean, they always say if something's too good to be true, then it usually is, and I guess that was the case. But hey, I mean, the Allosaur still works. I mean, that's cool and all, so... Yeah, I mean, don't worry, it's because of the surface. It moved, yeah. There we go. It's flying! Yeah, so anyways, guys, yeah. What do you guys think? What's your personal favorite? I'm actually rooting for the Allosaurus, then the Dimetrodon, then the Unlager, and the Mosasaur's gotta be my least favorite. Although I still like the Mosasaur as well, so don't get me wrong, I still like the Mosasaur. I just personally prefer the design of the other three better, so... Yeah. So, I don't know, I might be saving up my money to buy a Giganotosaurus sword, like a Zoid. Like, these go for over $100, so, I don't know. I might be looking for some cheaper deals on the internet store. We'll see what we'll come up with next. So anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, may the Jurassic Spirit be with you. Bye bye.